So Michael Max on Instagram talks about the Kabbalistic day of the week. And he gets this, he says, from Reb Dober Pinson, page 135, 133 to 135, the mystics of Kabbalah. Yeah. So Sunday carries the energy of kindness, giving, and openness. Chesed. On day one of creation, light was created, an expression of giving and openness. In the beginning of the week, we tend to feel optimistic and open to new possibilities. Studies have found that people have less migraines on Sunday than on any other day. Monday comes with the energy of judgment, restriction, and boundaries. Gevura. On day two of creation, separation was the places between the higher and lower waters. Many people experience Monday morning blues. Sadly, studies show that suicides are more frequent on Mondays. Tuesday carries the energy of balance, harmony, and beauty. Tiferet. On day three of creation, vegetation was created. Sprouting up from the earth represents being firmly rooted on earth, yet reaching toward heaven. Balance. This is manifest through routine, showing up the next day to work. Routine actions usually bear the most fruit. Wednesday carries the energy of victory, endurance, and perseverance. Netzach. On day four of creation, the sun and the moon were created, celestial entities that without fail continue their circular motions forever. Matinees are held on Wednesday, which is for people who see movies, because when we start to feel like we need a break, it's when we start to feel like we need a break, and therefore need to tap into the energy of perseverance. Thursday carries the energy of humility, gratitude, and reflection. Hod. On day 5 of creation, animals were created. Animals have innate humility as they only do what they were created to do. On Thursday, we breathe a sigh of relief that the week is ending. We tend to feel grateful for the passing of the week. Thursday is a common night to go out, going out and relax. Friday carries the energy of relationship, connection, manifestation, yesod. On day 6 of creation, the human being was created. Human beings are social and seek intimacy beyond the physical procreation. The last days of the work week, it's a time when we begin to reconnect with family, loved ones, and friends. Shabbos, Saturday, carries the energy of receptivity, guiding, and divine feminine. Malchus. On day 7 of creation, nothing was created, and nothing was created. Nothing. What was created? Nothing. Not just no thing, but nothing. The nothing. It was created. When we rest from all outward creative expression, we become deeply centered and experience our soul. Each day carries a unique energy embedded into it from the days of creation. I want to share from Jennifer Partridge, 6 lessons from almost losing her parent. And we could apply this to everyone, right? Or anyone, whether it's a complicated relationship or not. So she says, number 1, cherish every moment. 2, connection brings us back to life. 3, healing is a journey, not a destination. 4, we are stronger than we think. 5, togetherness has the powerness to heal. 6, make beautiful memories when you can. I want to share from Shawn, sheshn, Hashmatpour. He's a male coach, so we heard from the feminine perspective a lot about connection just now, and we learned from Michael Max from the mystics, which is a feminine perspective, because Kabbalah is about receiving. We might be looking at it as like receiving to share, but also what's the transmission, what's coming through. And our job could be how transparent we are for what's coming through. So Shawn, sheshn, Hashmatpour says, waiting for permission. Even when we have talent, offers, or a story people can resonate with deeply, we might not want to show up as the expert. Because instead of leading with power, the person might hesitate, or the person might be thinking they have to express themselves or write like a student, not like the expert or the authority that they are. Messaging leads, like you're a bother, or pitching offers like you're asking a favor. Identity leaks into every area, including our business. We own the value of our work, and we invite others into real transformation. The nervous system has to believe that I'm the one to deliver. So in other words, we talked about Kabbalah transmission, right? If I think I'm receiving, then this is where we start to have the issues, right? From a person, from a place, from a thing. When we're receiving from the source, we get permission from the source, we could transform on the inside. Everything after us, around us, changes. So the nervous system has to believe I'm the one to deliver the service, the product, the offer, in order that I'm receiving to share, that I'm getting something to give, in order to show up as someone who's good enough. People need to feel my certainty. It's a real certainty. You have to have real certainty. You can't be hoping that someone else is going to give you that certainty. You have to have that certainty. We have it where it's available to invest in me, my voice, my energy, my presence, and it holds up that I can hold a container that can get results. There's no more trying. Rather, the internal rewiring brings a new structure and support people who hold me accountable to my highest standard. They start to see me as the real me, the one. And I might even start to say, like, why am I staying up late? Or why am I consuming that, those two things that, maybe they get in the way of what I want to be doing. He also says that this is related to outsourcing our power, because not that it's related, but this related topic of outsourcing our power, which does cause a fog and a hesitation, with focus fleeting, scattered in business, only a surface level confidence, right? It's not that deeper nervous system confidence, and at best, right? And because the way that, otherwise some people even feel more ashamed after outsourcing power. So the way that you show up in one area of your life is how you show up. So it's going to be in every area. In other words, we can not leak our energy, then we don't get, like, what's coming in is doubt, right? Because now I feel like I'm not, like, I need that for power, so now I doubt myself. If I was realizing that I am powerful, I am empowered, we can take action without overthinking. I can do it. We don't think things that make us not do it. And we can build with our fire, living in alignment, knowing where we're going, and versus the fear-based discipline. Well, not versus, but the fear, I want to talk about, he shares about discipline. Discipline's usually considered more masculine, but we're going to look at it here when it's fear-based versus not. So this is something that applies to everybody. It's the masculinity, healthy masculine exists for all of us as a healthy discipline. So this is our limits, our edges. This is what keeps us safe. So fear-based discipline will cause obsession. We might optimize habits, protect our focus, stay in our own lane. Versus actually, which is kind of a defensiveness, right? So the fear of being drained, we might walk around that guardedness, fear of being drained, judged, getting pulled into people's nonsense, and not trusting ourselves that we can handle the limits. So it's basically avoidance, which is the unhealthy masculine. It's not actually showing up. It's avoiding being present with the real life. It's trying to compartmentalize such a way to guard it. Like, if I lock it in the cabinet, it won't affect me. But this is because of a fear of being drained. Remember, we talked about that. Judged, getting pulled into people's nonsense. That really means that someone's going to have the power to take away my energy. That means I don't really have that deeper confidence I can handle where I end. I just don't care after that, or I just don't want to give after that. It's like, it's clear. Now, if I choose to give, it's like a tzedakah, like a charity, right? But we're not like taking and then thinking, pretending to ourselves a delusion we're giving. So basically, it's instead of being closed off, believing it's going to protect me, my time, my energy, my peace, it's actually contracting me, because that closed offness is a survival mode. It's trauma-based, and it's my energy is like not able to be productive, right? It's being trapped. It's like the connection isn't productive. It feels as if that the connection is not productive, but connection is actually when we can feel safe and seen, that inner connection with a higher power, the source, with our creator, because we're creating. We're not just surviving. We're having choices which create. We're becoming one with the cause, not with the effect. This is not just in dating or business, but in everyday situations, how we show up. It's inner. So we come into the in-between moments of life, all the in-between moments, whether it's you compliment someone's style, or you are asking a deep question to somebody, or you share something about yourself without thinking thoughts about it, like that are what we call overthinking, which may become dysfunctional thoughts. It's how we show up, not just what we do, who we are when we're doing it, that we're grounded, we're present, we are embodied, instead of being closed off, which is hurried or unconscious. And the magnetism is not just trying to get something from someone, right? The lack feeling that we've been touching on. True confidence is the way that we express ourselves. We recognize that people need our love. Men, women, like, I have something to offer, my wisdom from my true life experience, my story, my preciousness. I belong. I'm a part of the puzzle. I'm a piece. And my leadership, the permission and approval that I give just with my attention and my existence. And my clients need my solutions, and my audience needs my teachings. And, you know, the people I'm in a relationship with, they need my encouragement and my reflection. And my generosity with all my tools and my resources. And if I play like I'm small, too overprotective, shrinking, needing something in return, you know, like I'm not so empowered, like anxiously when I'm, God forbid, anxious when socializing, then we're not coming from our power and our purpose, which is our joy too. We are not able to be of service. Like, we don't make that deeper connection, build the business and relationship and life that matches us. Instead, we're like in the subconscious program of being like hostage kind of to the energy patterns. In other words, we might get stuck in something and it's not feeling good, and then we keep coming from the lack. We might go to the food or the substance or the person that we wouldn't want to go to, or the place even. That we become even needing to be dishonest with ourselves, because now we have to try to get people to do things for us, like give us compassion or credit in their actions and in their choices so that we could feel better. But actually, we end up depriving ourselves, because that would have been our opportunity to be compassionate, to be full of credit. Instead, we needed someone to be the source of that. So that's why higher power work is, you know, with recovery is that we actually can have a new way. And we'll stop there. All the best. Bye.